Aloha, I'm Kiana Cayabyab, and you're watching Star News Live. Here are today's top Hawaii headlines from the editors at the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Honolulu police have opened an attempted murder investigation after a man was shot in the leg on a Waikiki street late Wednesday night. At about 11 p.m., two vehicles pulled over on Kalihi Avenue. Two men got out of the cars and started fighting in the streets. A surveillance video taken from a nearby apartment building shows another man getting out of one of the cars and apparently shooting one of the two men who were fighting. The injured man fell to the ground, and the other two men got into their cars and fled. Police arrived immediately and administered first aid to the victim until paramedics arrived. The 39-year-old victim was treated for a gunshot wound to his right leg and for head wounds after being hit with a pistol. He was taken to a hospital in serious condition. Hawaii health officials reported 36 additional coronavirus infections, bringing the total cases since the start of the pandemic to 37,170. There were no new COVID-related fatalities reported today, so the state's death toll remains at 507. Today's new infection cases include 22 on Oahu, 4 on Kauai, 3 on Maui, 2 on the Big Island, and 5 Hawaii residents diagnosed outside the state. Health officials reported today that 56% of the state's population has been fully vaccinated for the coronavirus. More coronavirus restrictions in Hawaii will be lifted when that vaccination number hits 60%. State officials counted 3 additional COVID hospitalizations today. And as of Wednesday, there were 33 COVID patients in Hawaii hospitals, with 8 intensive care units and 2 on ventilators. 2 men were seriously injured after an unknown suspect allegedly stabbed them in Kalihi Wednesday night. The stabbing happened by a homeless encampment near the intersection of Kanoa and Banyan Streets at about 11 p.m. Honolulu Emergency Medical Services personnel treated a 45-year-old man with lacerations to his face and 2 stab wounds to his arm. They also treated a 25-year-old man with stab wounds to his left leg and shoulder. Honolulu police are still investigating. Kauai police have suspended searches for a 23-year-old Nebraska man whose family reported him missing after he failed to return from a camping trip. Samuel Joseph Martinez studied microbiology at the University of Nebraska before he flew to Kauai on May 12th, with plans to spend nearly 2 weeks hiking and camping. The Kauai Police Department searched areas where Martinez may have hiked, but he has not been found. His family reported him missing to police in Lincoln, Nebraska on May 27th after he missed his flight back home 2 days earlier. Land and air search efforts began May 30th, primarily focusing on Kokee and Waimea state parks. His father said there had been no confirmed sighting of Martinez since. Finally, Hawaii health officials have announced the first 2 winners of the COVID-19 vaccination incentives campaign. Elaine Nishiura of Hilo won 100,000 Hawaiian miles courtesy of Hawaiian Airlines, and Mark Matsuo of Honolulu won 2 round-trip tickets from Alaska Airlines. Nishiura said she was excited to win the Hawaiian Air miles since she and her husband just celebrated their 36th wedding anniversary and hope to travel soon. She also encouraged everyone to get vaccinated so life can get back to normal. State health officials announced the new incentive campaign this month as they try to get at least 70% of Hawaii's population fully vaccinated against coronavirus. For more on these stories and all the latest headlines, subscribe to the Honolulu Star-Advertiser. Visit Hawaii's top source for breaking news online at staradvertiser.com and download the Star-Advertiser mobile app. Mahalo, have a great day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.